Hello everyone! Welcome to the Kiray kind of drawing show or my shop. This is Artista Cafe. I'm here to show you guys some artwork, but also at the same time, I'm not in a very good conditions. Even right now, both of my ears is like ringing really loudly. It's like really distracting. Usually it does still happen daily, it's just that I have the ability to tune it out. It's just today is a little bit more difficult to tune out the thing. I think my body condition is just not that great today. Alright, Sam. My ears are never okay actually. I have something called AICA. It's like a Meniere's disease, but while Meniere's disease kind of like have like worst moment like within a day, within like 1 day or like within a week. Maybe there will be like 1 day jackpot, have like a very bad day. AICA is something permanent, so it can be a little bit more annoying. It's not as strong as Meniere's disease, because Meniere's disease is like when you have a bad day, you have a very bad day. For AICA, you kind of like always have it. You just learn to tune it out, but also depends on your body conditions. It is going to be it's going to be just permanent there, and then it's not going anyway. It's not going anywhere. Sorry, I was a little bit out of the loop. Whew. So how is everyone today? Yeah, I've been trying to review of how to become a proper VTuber. When I say proper VTuber, it's not the VTuber 101, what they should do, what they did this, what they did that. I'm not actually talking about that. I'm talking about like VTuber actual job. It's like voice acting and stuff, you know. I don't really have a lot of voice, but essentially VTuber is just a very glorified like voiceover actor that have quite a lot more personality than in the online side than most voice actor. Personally, I never do any like voice actor gig, and I was never trained to be one. So I might not be able to like convey my feeling that much. And here's the thing, like I don't really sound emotional most of the time. I'm a little bit way too calm in a sense. So yeah. Oh yeah, the music. I think the music is a little bit too loud, so let me push it down a little bit. Okay, good. You know, Sam, something bugs me. Like the artwork I gave you is not the best one I can give you, so it kind of like bugs me sometimes that I should give you a better one. But drawing animals is not really my thing anymore, so I think I'm just going to draw you like a very like manga characters for once. Like, you know, those kind of like very anime beastmen. when I have the time. But today I kind of like not really like, I won't really say I'm not in a drawing mood. If giving up the opportunity, I would draw, but I have to draw some other stuff too. And today, as you guys can see, another day, another empty day. I have nothing aside. I got a notification I like my own art. I wonder what happened if I refreshed it. Yeah, I guess a lot of people have like artwork there, so people when they see it, they will like it. Aside from that, I don't think there's a lot. Yeah, I'm studying other people, like their first image they want to show. I should change the name a little bit. Commissions. Service? Yes, service. I need to change out. No. I need to do some edit. How to do edit on this thing? Yes, here. Emote YCH. Ooh, I love it. The ringing are really taking a toll on me. Ooh. Okay, I guess enough like business stuff. Technically, today is about business stuff. I totally forgot. Like, hold on a bit. My head is not like feeling very well today, so I'm a little bit out of loop. Don't worry. I'll do my best. Yeah, the episode 2 of Yapping Kiray is out. So if anyone curious about what I normally talk about, you guys can go and take a look. It's basically me talking about like stuff happening around me. Scroll through like Twitter a little bit, and then just next just keep talking about lots of stuff. I might actually try to do a little bit each topic, instead of calling it next, I would do a little bit of cut there, like purposefully pause a little bit and then leave a little bit gap and then cut in between, so I can do like edit better instead of saying next. Like people will get bored of it, of course. Yes, this one. I have another like thumbnail I have to draw. This thumbnail is actually kind of important because they are more or less like it's a campaign I need to run, so I have to do it. Do it. Sorry, I'm slurring my word. It's a little bit hard to speak right now, even. There's still works that I have to do. So yeah. First thing first, I need to lay the background. Ooh. Ooh, so bright. I saw it before, like, basically, they have a very, like, special contour tool that I really want to try it out. Of course, I need to do something like this first. Sorry, that my stomach almost flipped inside out. Let me try this. Yes, it does work, but I need to. Oh yeah. Good of God. Show driver panel. I'm going to flashbang you guys a bit, so be careful. I need to do some recalibrations. I feel like it's not there. Need to do it a few times. Okay, recalibration complete. Take this as a reference. Then why does it look like this? Supposed to have a nicer contour, but cover back. Oh, the tolerance did the trick, so I might just put 1. So I need to do some experiment on this. Yep. Having the tolerance on 100 is good. Close gap. Still not good enough. Let's go for 75. I bet Press shape gets into shape presser, which press the shape into press shape. I have no idea what kind of rhyme are you going on there. But hi there, Kelly. Oh, again. I couldn't even reconnect back. Let me turn off my streamer.bot and then turn back on again. Again, like I said, like for some reason, streamer.bot just have some issues connecting with my channel. Wait a minute, they already have a streamer.bot running in my computers. Is it that's the reason why my computer is a little bit laggy? Let's go to detail. Oh, it just haven't fully closed yet. That's the reason. Yeah, the platform thing jammed a little bit. Instead of saying jammed, it's just like literally not working. Yeah, I'll try to fix that in the futures. Or maybe after the stream. Remind me to fix stuff after the stream. The streamer.bot thingy. It's just not functioning at the moment. Ooh, sorry that I was a little bit woozy there. Hi, Angel. Sorry that I might not be a little bit talkative today because I'm not really having a good day. It's not like I have like most people would think a bad day is, but my bad day is basically I can't handle my medical conditions today. It's a little bit too much. I want this like a hand is like holding the lenses, but it seems like that action alone is really difficult. This should be enough for drafts. Hi, Gigi the Fairy. Good anytime zone, wherever, whenever. My name is Kiray and I am your host and your voice with a voice. It's entertaining or may or may not. One of the tangents, talking about stuff. I have to apologize a little bit if I'm not as talkative as I used to, because most of the time I talk a lot. It's just that today I don't feel that well, so I end up didn't talk too much. It's somewhat of a good thing since I can focus on my work a little bit more. My announcement is on July 13th. So yep, it's about like tonight, so I'm going to post something out after like 9 p.m. So maybe after the stream I'll do more drawing later on. Now I'm just doing the drafting only. Even drafting is a little bit on the complicated side, to be honest. Hold on a bit. Hello? Come on. Will. Sorry, my mom's call. I don't feel well, so I can't eat any food. Hi, Creamy. Hi, Destinies. Welcome, welcome. Hold up a bit. My head. I'll just listen to the phone a little bit. It would be already sound a little bit woozy. In all honesty, I would be the kind of people who will answer you, no, I'm not doing fine. Sadly. My hand's a little bit shaky. To be honest, I'm not sure like today I'm going to stream or not when I woke up, because the ear ringing, imagine like both sides of the ear, it have like this deep ingrained ringing inside your brain. You barely can't hear anything because like it's just so distracting, and you don't have enough energy to tune it out. This is basically what happened if I overwork. Remember the 12-hour stream? Yes, overwork once, and holy heck, my Saturday, Sunday, even Monday, even now I'm still being affected by it. Yeah, this is why I say I cannot do a normal job. Imagine I have to work on overtime for one day and then I just knock out for the rest of the week. A little bit, I should go to the toilet. Now I'm just walking drunk this few days. I'm basically like wobbling around, like crashing the wall and stuff. Actually, I did crash into the wall on purpose, so I like lean onto it. But every single time if people like near me, when I hit the wall, it's like a they can hear this loud thud. Like normally people would just like like lightly lean toward the wall. I'm basically crash into a wall, so it's just like a very loud thud every time I just hit the wall. It's basically just like my body is really I'm not that fat, but my movement right now is really heavy because I use a lot of strength just to move. So when I actually hit something, it's like a train. It's like a train hitting something. I cannot bump into people; they will fall. Yes. Yeah, it's a 12-hour stream. It's a very long stream. But excuse me, Lola. I need to go to the toilet. Back. Ooh. Even walking is difficult right now. Hold on a bit, I'm coming back. Hi there, Mr. Box. Ooh. There's quite a lot of people here. Let's do my usual opening, but this time for the cafe thingy. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Artista Cafe, which I am your local friendly artista that I will provide you not a barista coffee, a art curated. We sell art here. We don't sell coffee. Okay, just long story short, just that. I'm not very good at talking today. Basically, my brain is like really numb for this past 4 days. Yes, 4 days, include today. To be honest, I'm not even sure like today is like a functioning good day, so I'm not really like I'm not really going to like stream very long, I guess. And I still got quite lots of work to do. Like this artwork I need to finish. It's a thumbnail that I need to work on later on. It's going to be complicated, this thumbnail, because like now just a low-key offering. I am going to create hold on a bit. Okay, I am going to create a special thing for the VEP. Not for the VP. VP like is a group that I'm in. They are running a campaign for like a watch along of someone debuting. So everyone already got like their everyone got their where was I again? Yes, they got like the they got like the thumbnail already made. I'm the only few one that haven't really made the thumbnail yet, so I'm going to make a thumbnail for it. Yes. But while everyone is just placing their Vtuber and stuff in there, I'm going to hand draw my Vtuber, even the characters. The official like announcement day is on tonight. No, 31 July. So before that, I need to get this thumbnail done. And of course, I'm not going to show like the VTuber debut. I'm going to put that particular VTuber. I'm going to sort of like have like a very huge shadow, just show the mouth part a little bit only. And when it officially like the debuting starting, I will change the thumbnail to like a full characters there. It's basically I'm still going to like draw the full characters. It's just they are going to be like partially like just censor it out, like basically like who's that Pokemon silhouette. So yeah, that's my idea. And then I'm holding the magnifying glass in the wrong way because people hold a stick. I don't hold a stick. I hold the rim most of the time. So just going to do that watch along. Sorry that if I sound weird, it's just that it's not I'm out of breath. It's my brain is buffering very hard. Not sure I'm going to function longer than I used to be able to. Even yesterday, I'm just powering through my stream. Not yesterday, Sunday, yes. Yesterday, I'm trying to take a break, but I can't. Imagine like you can't do jack shit, you're just sleeping on the bed. It's just boring, so I went to play some games. And may have been that long time gaming activity have made it even worse. Now my brain is just numb. My ears ringing, my eyes are not that sharp today. I'm not kidding, it's like this past few days I've noticed like my eyes is basically are not seeing things like very sharp, but at some moment I can sort of like refocus my sight again. The moment it refocused, I was like, whoa. A whole new world. I never see color this way. Yeah, really, like the color becomes like super vibrant. It's like, am I like most of the time just like unfocus my sight? And then when I focus back, I can see so clearly like every single scratch that on the surface. Even the detail colors, the individual LED light, it actually like it just like so clear to the fact that I feel like my eyes is zooming. Yeah, it's like it's the world become like much more clearer, like much more sharper. The color is much more vibrant. But it was only like that few moments I realized that, and most of the time I feel like my entire world is a little bit on the motion blur side. I always are stuck in a very motion blur side, to be honest, because of my vertigo. But means like around some point and sometimes I'm actually able to focus properly, but just like a few minutes and then it went back to its usual senses again. Not the best one, not the best one. Yeah, I'm already finishing the draft. I cannot draw that Vtuber out. I already finished my own draft, so yeah, it just generally look like this. Oh yeah, I need to put VP logo. Since we got time today, I guess I'm just my brain is like, you know, like those kind of like not just numbness in there, you feel like something wrong with the back of the head. It's like something like grabbing my brain. Just crack my neck a little bit, see it make better feeling, so I won't feel like shit today. So I'm just going to put VP here. Yes, there's another logo is going to be put here. But if I put the logo now, it's just going to be a spoiler. So yeah. Yeah, they have this kind of line behind them too. I made a little bit of fancy graphic here. Not fancy, it's just like some effect in the background. Just that. My brain is not feeling that flexible right now. Just... Whew. This is basically me when I'm overworked. I'll try to power through it. That's what I usually do. Hope drinking more water actually works. Wait a minute. Manila disease is overhydrate. But, yeah. E, O, E, I guess I'm a little bit tired too. Working on a bad day is just basically depends on my willpower. I don't think I have willpower to go more than 2 hours. Usually I would have like, if I'm in my bad day, I will only like have like almost an hour of like energy there. But I still can stay in chat, to be honest. It's just like I can't focus on work anymore because my conditions is not great. When I have to really think, and my brain can't think that much. It's not hydration issues. It's like Meniere's disease is overhydrate, and my other conditions is basically just my blood didn't flow properly. Maybe I'm sick today, so it have that can be one of the many issues I have. That's the thing, like about my conditions is like let me try to open up some things to draw it. So Markin, here's the thing. I've been seeing doctors. I have various appointments. I have appointment in 3 different hospitals. They can't help me. What the doctors already say, like, my conditions is, in a sense, terminal. Cannot be cured. Surgery barely can help. It's basically stuck with me forever. I am essentially, in a way, I am a disabled person. But at the same time, I'm not. Just because my conditions is very like, if I don't overwork myself, I would functioning normally like how you guys normally see me. But if I'm not, this is what you guys are seeing right now. This is basically how miserable I am for the past 2 years. Because back then when I was still studying, I actually have to powering through every single assignment work or like group work or anything while in these conditions. I do not have a time to take a break. I do not have a time to do whatever or whenever I want to do the stuff that I need to do. Having a time schedule and having a time pacing of how a normal people already have is practically almost impossible for me, because if I try to follow that, it takes a huge toll on me, and then I will slowly degrade back into this state. And if I hold on a bit, it's coming back again. Gosh, if I take enough break, basically, if you guys kind of like notice, I don't, in the past stream I have, if you just like click my own stream, you scroll back to the very beginning, I only managed to stream like 2 to 3 hour marks. It's because I want to space out my work. It's like morning I have a stream, and then I'll be taking break at afternoon and then stream back at night. Most people might think I stream a lot. In reality, I don't. It's basically afternoon, I just don't want to do anything anymore. And I just sub it out with like additional like time to stream on another time. I rather break down my stream into smaller bits than my stream in a very long time. But again, like is it worth it to play that 12-hour EDF stream? Yes. But do you regret it? Kind of. It's basically I can't enjoy my life. That's the thing. I can't play game even right now in this state, but I'm just zoning out and playing it. I will be just autopiloting the game. In a sense, you can say, even though I can play games, I won't exactly going to enjoy the game. I can't take a nap. That's the thing, American. This is not because I'm tired. This is basically I'm wide awake, but my brain are struggling to function. I have energy, but all the energies are trying to maintain my sanity. Even sleeping doesn't help, because I can't sleep. I already got enough sleep. That's the thing. My ears is ringing, my brain is spinning. My eyes, if I focus a little bit too much, it would start hurting. Again, I told the doctors that. They would say like, that is slightly impossible. Maybe you just overwork yourself. No shit, Sherlock, I am overworking myself 24/7. Yeah, it's basically, this is mental exhaustion to the highest degree. Oh, wait, I was trying to draw this thing. I kind of like, sorry that my brain went off a little bit. So it's basically like this. You can say my something bad has happened to me meters. So this is my vertigo level. This is the time I have. So basically, if I like, this is how a normal person is. I'm just going to use green color as mark as normal person. This is normal person level. Even when they're sick, they will be like above this. They would, because here's the thing. Every human have a tiny little bit of vertigo there, but our brain is so powerful. It always know how to tune out the things. So this is why we can keep ourselves in balance. Balanced enough to do stuff. But when you're sick, you will feel like you are not really like able to control your body that well, because like the ability for you to tune out your like natural vertigo is not really there. For me, because I have issues, my natural vertigo is already higher than most people. But this is only on my normal day. Most of the time, my brain can suppress it with my mental energy, but in a good day, I would be similar with like people who is kind of like are sick. In a good day. No. I should say like in a good day, I would be like in here. In a normal day, I would be here. Like around this line. But on a bad day, I'm literally... No. I made it wrong. Like on a good day, I would be here. On a normal day, I would be here. On a bad day, I basically start with this. I basically woke up dizzy, ears are ringing, everything is just bad. I want to wake up from my bed, I can't. This is why I even start my stream later than usual. It's because of that. I cannot get up the bed even I wanted to. I can't move my limb. It's just like I try to move my left hand, my right leg start to move. That kind of level. So this is like the scaling of how a normal person compared to my like bad day or my normal day. My normal day already like a sick person. So if I move it like this, here's another thing for you guys to take it as a reference. Now, if I start with a bad day, it means like I already have a certain level already start with, and then there'll be just like this. They basically like this non-stop. My brain are very annoyed. But on a normal day, I will sometimes, I only have a tiny bit, and then like spike, bit, spike, bit, spike, bit spike. Like, this is that. But of course, like, even like in my bad day like this, I would have like some downtime period and then back in downtime period too. You can say like currently now, at this moment now, I have slightly better downtime. But here's the thing, even if I don't do anything, like if I'm like this level, even if I don't do anything, like don't do anything in this entire period, and then just take a break, not doing anything until this thing die down to normal level, is like I would, if you say like I have like 2-hour break in this period amount of time, and then I finally recovered in this 1 hour functioning time, even though I am laying on my bed not doing anything, essentially at other people's eyes, I'm just laying on my bed not doing anything. People would think I'm resting. In reality, inside this is suffering. I won't really say suffering. That is basically my brain is like having like a heavy workout. It's like even though I'm not doing anything, my mentality, my inside is like doing lots of things. That is not really helping at all. I'm basically powering through that moment, but the problem is, in people's eye, in this 2 hour I am taking a break. In reality, I'm actually still struggling in this 2 hours, even after. So if you see like this accumulate 3 hours, I would say I have like a break. I would like still try my best to recover from this in 2 hours, and then even it dying down, my mentality is already at very low because I'm fighting against this thing, this vertigo and these conditions. I'm fighting against it, and in this 1 hour period amount of time, I should still be resting because I'm basically still struggling for 2 hours, and then finally I came back like 1 hour of sense. I would take that 1 hour. I'm actually like legitly, if I'm still laying on the bed, yes, I'm legitly still taking that 1 hour break. So if I take a 3 hour break, means like I usually most likely just taking maybe like 20 minutes of break only. Why I say 20 minute break? I still have a downtime period of like disorientations, even though it's kind of like down. Ooh, my head. Everything is just spinning a little bit. But yeah, like I still spend a little bit of downtime here, and then finally can take a break. But depends on I'm lucky or not, it will spike up again, and then this entire situations will happen again. So most people would think I'm just lazy. I'm just not doing anything at all. I'm just giving excuse not to do anything because I already laying on my bed for 2 hours, and then additionally 1 more hours, and now I'm saying like I'm busy again, I can't work again. Like you can see that, you can see the rolling pattern here. Not a lot of people can really understand how bad this thing is. Like, it's really difficult to tell people I've been laying on the bed for 3 hours. I technically only rest for 20 minutes. It's a very bizarre concept for a lot of people because I'm resting, I'm taking a break. I'm not doing anything, but inside my head is I'm doing a lot of like internal struggling. Yes, no people can actually tell what is happening to me. So people, in their eyes, if they don't know my situations, they would just say I'm lazy. I'm not doing anything. Or I'm just like, I already have enough break. Go to work. This is why lots of people with Manila disease also have a very bad work-life balance too, because they have this kind of issues, but maybe like a week happen once or twice in a day, in a week only. For me, it's quite consistent, even though my level is like lower than like a person who have Manila disease. Manila disease have it way bad. I had it before. It's due to my lack of sleep and my unhealthy diet and stuff like that. I changed up lots of diet and stuff. Imagine I have this and Manila disease in the same time. Holy shit. That few months I have is so bad. It gave me PTSD. Like, I'm just trying my best to like live a much more healthy life right now. But it was bad, really bad, because my condition, the AICA and Manila disease, they are completely separate thingy, but still happening with the same symptom, so they kind of like stack up to each other's even worse. They are doctors kind of like speculate it's because why some people have like very bad Manila disease is basically because they have AICA too. Just speculate, not actually, like, you know. Because there's quite a lot of people who have Manila disease, they also have AICA too. There are also people with just AICA. They are just like the kind of person who cannot focus or like have a little bit difficulty. You know, basically it's like getting dizzy most of the days. Yeah, like me. Yeah, this is why I end up like, due to how most people sees it this way, even my parents, most of my family sees it this way, I just have no choice, have to power through it. And I got used to powering through it. This is why even right now, I'm in this situation right now, I still can sit down and chat with you guys, powering through my conditions. In a sense, it's also because everyone see me this way and I'm very conscious of it. I become very like you can say like, if you give me the power of Green Lantern, I would give you the best and sturdiest construct because of my freaking willpower of like moving my body. Because no matter how bad my situation is, I would just still power through it. I even develop like a sense of like autopilotness that I'm basically just I feel like I'm forgoing my most of my functions just to let my body like do its own job, let them autopiloting it. Heck, actually this has become a very bad habit to the point it's very difficult for me to talk to people. Why? Imagine this, you just being like in a very reactive mode. You just see stuff, you react to it. Even hearing stuff, you react to it. So imagine like a person just talk to you, you can instantly reply without really thinking much. Yes, it sounds like I don't have a brain filters, but it kind of is. But in reality, I'm just replying you by reflex. Yes, I can reply people by reflex. This is imagine like you're just talking something like, here's the thing, like, my friend told me before this too, sometimes they felt like I'm just not listening while I'm just talking to people. In reality, actually is. I'm just replying to people. I didn't even notice what they just talk about. I just replied it, and then I realized that I was like halfway inside the conversations, and I was like, oh shit, where was I? It's worse than ADHD actually. At least ADHD, they know they're zooming. For me, it's like I can stand a wall while having like autopilot mode on. It's basically like a glitch happening to my autopilot. I can just literally sometimes I realize that, oh shit, 3 hours of my life has passed. What have I done? Like I didn't realize that my autopilot basically just, my autopilot is just like sometimes functioning way too well, that people just don't know what kind of condition I am in. Even the doctors, again, they don't really see I have any issues until they actually test, like using like physiotherapy and like those kind of like audiology equipments to test me out, and then they finally find out, holy shit, this guy is not functioning well. we need to get an MRI on him ASAP. And then I finally get an MRI, but didn't really get it ASAP. Like the hospital 2 is telling me to get it ASAP, but hospital 1 be like, nah, you're just thinking about it. You just think too much about it. It's just mass hysteria. Most likely just depressions or overwork or some mental issues. And then they finally scan me, and then they'd be like, oh, what do you know? You do have issues. And then the third hospital is technically, they do acknowledge I have some mental issue at this point. Imagine a person who's suffering at this consistently and then have to deal with life in the same time, and more or less you do have some mental issues at this point, but it's not like actual mental issues. It's like neurological issues. It's basically human body have the ability to self-adjust, but it seems that I'm suffering in this like imbalanced conditions for so long. My default setting inside my brain went haywire, so I need to do various physiotherapy sessions to readjust those kind of default setting out, but it will go away again, and then I have to readjust again, and then go away again, readjust again, go away again, readjust again. Yeah, it's some things that I have to keep doing it, like those kind of like exercise. Like I need to hold out your arm in the straight line, put out your fingers, stack that finger, move your finger to the left, right, left, right. Do not move the head, just move the eyeball. Crack the fingers. That would improve the focus a little bit. And need to do lots of like balance training, this and that, yeah, the other stuff. There's a lot of things I have to do, but I rarely do it. Because to be honest, it didn't really help me that much. I do it vigorously for quite a long time. It didn't really help. Again, I'm a freaking anomaly. Even the doctor say so. Because usually people, like, if they heard what my condition is like, the doctors that basically the hospital 2 and hospital 3 that oversees my conditions. Hospital 1 is basically just check up my conditions only. They don't even like view other stuff. But hospital 2 and hospital 3 is basically like look at my conditions. That'd be like, we've seen many people have these conditions. You seem the worst at you seems like the worst in terms of conditions, but also like exteriorly you look the best among everyone. Basically, I'm being way too capable to handle my conditions. They say either I'm born with a natural athlete body, or I'm just like very good at adapting to my situations. And because of that, I'm able to handle my situation very well. Just that. You know, funny thing is that it's also because like I'm also like into like drawing and art stuff. And sometimes some people might say like I actually like to draw like spiral thingy, but it's more like I understand spiral. Like if, especially when I try to like draw this kind of things, it felt so natural. And ironically, you know the guy who draw the starry skies, Van Gogh, that dude, back in the days, he thought he was insane, or people also thought he was insane, because he keeps saying that he's hearing stuff, and his world is basically like morphing and like, you know, like distorting in front of his eyes. And later on, like if we kind of like listen to it, he's actually experiencing what I'm experiencing, but on the worst case, because he have Meniere's disease, not my AICA. Meniere's disease is way worse. Just trust me. My condition is already like this. Meniere's disease is twice as worse, and maybe triple worse than what I have. But Van Gogh have this thing. Is basically like he have like this huge ringing. Sometimes I do have it too. Technically, occasionally, most of the time, I do have it too. But for people who have Meniere's disease, the ring is very unbearable, sometimes even painful. And I do have a painful like tinnitus too. It is really unbearable. And that dude literally cut off his ear because he thought he was imagining stuff. But yeah, it's basically like that. Like, I can actually like show Van Gogh stuff. None of it. It's a public art, so it's fine. This dude. Yeah, the dude who did all this. Is it the real one? I think it's like, this is like re-rendering, right? Basically, this dude has been painting, ironically, the sight and vision of most people who have Meniere's disease. Like how the cloud works, how he like perceive most of the things like slightly bit distort most of the time. It's not like enough to like you can't see, but it's enough that you notice there is distortion in your sight. So in a way, this guy is like ironically tell people what a person who have Meniere's disease see. In a sense. I didn't dislocate my thumb, but I did kind of dislocated my palm. Yes, it's a very weird thing, if I say it like that. Well, Van Gogh do have Meniere's disease when like... See? The moment I didn't even have to type at all. Most doctors already like say like Van Gogh have like Meniere disease. Basically, just most experts talk about it because like the way that Van Gogh always like he always like people literally toss him to the lunar bin, and then he'd have one day just like it's like he basically he claimed he himself or like some other people claim that he have epilepsy or things like that, this and that, yeah, that stuff. And the ringing in a person's ear is actually so much that drove him insane, like legitly insane, and he literally cut off his ears. I'm not really kidding. Because back in the days, Meniere disease is not really like a thing yet. So they just seen that Meniere disease symptoms is a sense of this insanity. So here's the thing, it can, even you knowing it still can drive people insane in some sense, if it's bad enough. So currently, most doctors did say I have a willpower of an iron giant. Because they don't really know how I'm able to function, even in this state. They basically use a machine to induce vertigo into me, and then see how much I can handle while having it. Apparently I still can function. Like my eyes still tracking even though everything is drifting away. I still can see stuff, I still can grab stuff, I still can track stuff. I even can walk, kind of in a straight line. Most people would fall on their ass. Again, mainly is because I was born with it. I already know how to handle it quite well. And the third hospital that told me this, my capability of handling my situations, they're not sure it's a blessing or curse. Blessing is I still can function in a sense. Curse is nobody would, like, if I don't let people know, I would just like a normal people in front of their eyes, just doing weird stuff. It's like I walk weird, I somehow hold stuff weird. Maybe when I want to grab stuff, my hand like wobbling around, or I just like zone out a lot. It's basically an exterior wise, I look like a normal person, but interiorly, I'm actually like struggling a lot, and I don't show those kind of struggle. I just, because it's working so fine, not working so fine. What's the word for it? I'm functioning quite well to the point that people would just see my movement just a little bit weird, and most of the time they would just see me as a clumsy person more than you know, like basically a clumsy bumbling fool more than a man with issues. Everything is still spinning, to be honest, while I'm still talking about it. Like, if you guys kind of like already know, when I talk, you notice my Vtuber model is just moving around. It's actually not because I want to move it around. It's basically my brain is like spinning. I'm just following the spinning pattern. You know, like some things like Tai Chi, you just like go with the flow. So I kind of like sway a lot when I kind of when I like into stuff or like talk a lot of things. Too bad like leaning forward and backward is not really like telling in my VTuber model, but when I shit, hold on a minute. But usually I'm just go with the flow. You know, even walking I kind of go with the flow. A very controlled spin, you can say. I think it's also because of that I know how to like function properly, because I'm doing that. Yeah, also at the same time, now I'm just very busy right now. Ah, shit. You know what, just show this artwork instead of like showing blank thing. Ooh, the moment I lean backward, I feel like I want to relax my body, but I can't. Shit. Here's the thing. Aside from having like AICA, I do have Niray disease. Everyone have like a certain directions they can't do in Niray disease. For me, I got the worst positions that I can ever be in. Like, people can trigger Niray disease, like the vertigo, by leaning their head into certain directions. Some people like sleep this way, they would like, you know, they would feel it, or like they sleep it this way, and this is the face, they will feel it, or maybe sleep in an angle here, they will feel it. Depends on what kind of angle your Niray disease is like specifically pointed at. You will feel it when you are at that angle. For me, I have the worst angle. This is basically yep, this angle. So basically, the moment I lean backward, try to relax, my Niray disease would hit me. So if I do any movement like this, if my head is pressed onto stuff and then like doing this, I would experience Niray disease. I would experience vertigo. Like a very fast spin, like very deep spin of vertigo if I do this. Worse if I kind of like look into other way, like, you know, look into other way like an angle like this. It would be worse. But generally, even just leaning, looking upward is already like, I can feel it. So basically, if I'm sleeping like this, it would emulate somewhat the same thing. I will experience it. If I look at like in the angle directions, you know, like if my head, if this is my head, if I just looking this way, I will feel it. So yep, I can't even sleep well. This is why I keep telling people to go to sleep if they can't sleep, because even I wanted to, it's really hard for me to sleep. And this is why I told you guys there was like really that one time I really want to sleep, I can't. It almost drove me insane. I'm not kidding. It's really that moment for me is my darkest moment. Like, again, I would say this over again and again, I would really consider that time to basically run into a wall, slam my face into it, and then knock myself out. That bad. basically I was on my side. If I'm fully on this side, it's fine. If I'm fully on this side, it's fine. If I'm fully just straight up, it's fine. So basically, I need to be right angle. I need to be right angle. But bad thing is when I try to move from side to side, you know, like roll around to another side of the bed, and I would get like that split second vertigo. It will wake me up. No matter how tired I am, it will wake me up. And sometimes even I'm just sleeping, it will still happen. It will still happen. It's just not strong, but sometimes it does wake me up. Hello, Gummy. So my conditions is actually very tiring. Like, now I know how to not trigger it that well. Now I finally have like a slightly better sleep cycle, but still my the vertigo stuff that happened to me is still like kind of like draining me a lot, just mentally. Imagine like you already mentally tired and then you can't even sleep. That would drive you insane. And thankfully my sanity is still intact. But I used to be a very grumpy person. I guess like it's basically, I think it's like back in the days I was like very grumpy. It's also because of that too. And last like 4 years, the last entire 4 years, I would have very bad insomnia. Back then I thought it was insomnia. I just can't sleep because like my conditions has making me very difficult to sleep. So I can't sleep so many times that I'm getting sick, my health is getting bad, this and that, yet and stuff. All those things are happening to me. So it's basically being unable to sleep also like degrade my bodies and brain a lot. So I'm slowly become dumber too. Again, like I say this again, I used to be smart. I'm not kidding. It's not self-praising or anything. Like if you're studying engineering and then you get a 4.0 from sheer practical skill, you didn't even take the time to study that well. That's an achievement. And it's CGPA, not normal GPA. But of course, not a lot of people, if they are still not in uni yet, I think they won't know what CGPA is. But yeah, generally it's like a overall mark. 4.0 is the highest mark you can get. And for engineer able to do that is basically you just hit high mark every single time. Basically, you just ace your every single like test and everything. Yeah, but all those like sleepless night I have, just overwork myself to the point that I kind of notice something is wrong with me, and then take a look to the doctors, and the doctors just keep gaslighting the shit out of me. Yes, those kinds of situation happens. This is why I say like I don't really like my first hospital. My first hospital keep gaslighting the shit out of me back then. And then the second hospital be like, interesting. And then they actually legitimately look into my situations. And the third hospital basically just trying their best to keep my mental up, but also same time they have nothing to do for me because I'm just functioning and performing so well and adapting to my situation so well. They essentially, I'm just go there, have an appointment, that say they would just give you a question like, doing well? Yes. Handling well? Yes. Okay, you can go. That is basically my appointment. Like, holy shit, I wait for like 2 hours of ticket just to go to see a doctor's for 5 minutes. But most of they already know like what kind of conditions I am. They can't help anything that I have. Basically, this is all on me. This is why I always say, like, even I have very bad Meniere's disease moment, I will still power through it. Yeah, it's basically that. Some of the doctors in Hospital A still insist, even right now, they still insist my inability to sleep is mental issues. They are still trying to gaslight the shit out of me. And even I changed doctors. Technically, the first hospital I was in is a public hospital, so I don't even need to tell them to change doctors. I don't really have a consistent doctors. Every single appointment is a different doctor. They just look at the record. So they keep consistently gaslight the shit out of me. The reason is the first doctor wrote possible mental issues. So the first doctor wrote possible mental issues. Every doctor referenced at that. So they keep assuming also is maybe it's just actually mental issues. That's the main thing. So it kind of like trickled down to like everyone keep thinking it's mental issues. They try to like make a lot of different scenario. Maybe it's like somewhat of a mental thingy. Basically, it's just like that. Every single time I see a different doctors, of course they look at the past record of like what the report like the doctor wrote. So basically just one doctor wrote is mental issues. Everyone just keep adding note into it, have a little bit spin with their own theory, and then now they basically just gaslighting shit out of me in the first hospital. I'll be like, fuck you guys. And then finally they have an MRI. And then finally finish testing, and then oh, you really have issues. And then finally they acknowledge I have issues. So if when I go to appointment for my first hospital, they would just be like this, doing well? Kinda. Alright, you can go. Here's your medication. Alright. But do you need medications? Yes. Alright. Here's your medication. You can go now. This is basically what they're doing to me. What all my appointment in my first hospital right now is basically just take medications. Surely, I think like one of the doctors just gave up. Basically, it's just so messed. The entire report itself has become like an accumulation of mess that is really difficult to. Like, you know, like if you are reading your predecessors like notes to fix something or to follow up something and their note is wrong, you just have your own interpretation add into it and then move on to the next doctors. You would just like add on your own interpretations into it again. And then this kind of situation would just keep stack up on each other's and then become like something very unable to be understandable. And that's that. So this actually happens to like public hospital, like maybe in a sense quite a lot. Also, my condition is like the lowest priority to be taken care of. So they have literally better patient to look after rather than just playing a guessing game. Because Meniere's disease and AICA, these two things, unless you use an MRI machine to take a look at you, they can't really tell what's wrong with you. because all you can do is they asking you questions, and then you answer the questions, and then they play a game of bingo. Until you hit enough mark to get a bingo, you won't really be diagnosed as have like Meniere's disease or like Meniere's disease or AICA, because those things happening interiorly, and then it really depends on the person, like the person experience. Well, I got the worst matchup because like I got so used to it, I look fine, and then I just assume everyone experiencing the thing I experience daily, normally. They actually is basically I just assume that I'm just weak. You know, my family also keep telling me maybe I'm just the weakest link in the family. So I do believe in the point that I maybe am the weakest link in the family. I'm just weak, everyone's struggling the same as me, and then I'm just not good enough. So I just powering through everything to the point I just look normal until I'm not. And then when to see a doctor. That's the thing. Because of that, people asking me what kind of thing I struggle on, I assume that this is like normal. So I just say, nah, I don't really have issues with that. Nah, I don't really have issues with that. I don't know this, I don't know that. So like my very vague answer has become a very difficult situations for the doctors to play the game of bingo, you know. And then there's so many patients, like legitly they don't have issues, they also answering it this way just to get out from work. So I think they in a sense they kind of like assume I just like having hysteria, thinking too much about it. So they really want to like brush off like my issues and just pay attention to the more serious patients. Because in a sense, they like public hospital, they always consistently see maybe like above like 1,000 of patients, and they really do not have the time to deal with this bullshit. And they only prioritize in this two sense. Are you dying? No, then you're fine. They basically have that mentality like hanging in their forehead, swaying around. I know it's not the best thing for doctors to have, but public hospital usually are for like lots of desperate people that doesn't have any money, and they do really have like serious issues, and they can't pay for the medical fee to go in. So they literally are people dying or having a severe issues that are there. And there's also me go into the see a doctors. What is your issues? Dizzy. All right, let's put this in the back catalog. I don't blame the doctors, to be honest. I won't call this incompetence. I won't call this the lack of responsibility. They are legitimately, being a doctor, are being responsible at what they're doing. They're just sorting out stuff very desensitized way, because like if you are in a public hospital that always see so many worse conditions, you're kind of like desensitized on the lower, in terms of condition, on the lower tier side. It becomes like, long as you're not dying, you will be putting in a lowest priority list. Those kind of like mentality would sink into you well enough if you work long enough as a doctors, public hospital doctors. I mean, like there are lots of people who wants to become the doctors that just pay attention to patients and then do whatever they can, how they can. But my conditions is too confusing and too time consuming to actually discover what is happening to me. And there legitly are a lot more people that require help than me. So they do have to take in the harder route to like basically just toss me aside. Thankfully, they did at least at the end like toss me to the second hospital, and then they pay attention to me a little bit more, because that hospital is basically a therapy hospital. It's like a physiotherapy, audiotherapy, those kind of things, and they are still again a legit doctors. So when they discover that there's something wrong, actually something wrong with me, and they immediately wrote a letter to send in and and ask the first hospital to give me an MRI, and then they finally did, and they also acknowledge, oh, you do have something wrong with you. That alone is enough for me. And finally, I know like what's wrong with me. I'll try my best. I already tried my best to not to trigger my stuff, not to overwork myself. Spend more time chatting than doing work. That's what I'm doing. Like even now, I'm still doing that. Another bit. We got a ping. So in all honesty, I don't really blame the first hospital doctors. I might not really like them, but I don't blame their like the way they treated me. You know? At the end, I'm not dying, isn't it? So yeah. Not too much things happen. Like, even so, even they acknowledge I have issues, they can't really help it. There's no cure. There's no surgery that can fix everything. There's no medications that can fix it. It's just suppressing it, and then just try to live through it. That's the only thing that I can do. And I've been living through it quite well, to be honest. Most people would struggle a lot, and even my friend, he had Meniere's disease, like he also struggled at work too, and he did ask me like how did I even manage my condition that well, because like when we talk about having vertigo and stuff, we are very in sync. But it seems that my vertigo is like it's basically both of our equally bad level of vertigo. It feels, for me, it's like normal level, and for him it's like he's being like very sensitive about it. Like we have the same level, but he is much more sensitive to it, because I'm already desensitized to my own vertigo stuff, power throwing it and everything. For him it's like very tiring, you know? Like this is why like the second hospital doctor did say like I'm weird in a sense. Most people they would knock out a long time ago, and I'm still like sitting here chatting, playing games, drawing, do a lot of tasks that require focusing. It's like I'm just weird. I'm just very weird. Maybe not, who knows. Either way. Yeah, it's been like 2 hours-ish, and I have a nice chat with you guys. I hope you guys do enjoy my bitching. Yeah, it's basically when I have like very bad vertigo, I just like went to like, you know, I just gave up doing anything. Just stop bitching about this. So yeah, that's my general stuff that I always like felt about it. You know what? I might clip this entire clip out just to like, you know, add in the context. I do want to do a lot of clip stuff more, because I do stream more than like making video content. And I realized that I'm actually very bad at making content. It's not bad, it's just that it requires a lot more focus to edit the video, to figure out what to do with the video, and with this limited body I have, because I only can do swaying around and looking up and down. Oh shit, I just triggered my vertigo. Alright. So it have like a limited movement. I really wish I have a 3D body, which is going to make it like much more like, you know, functionable, and I can make more content doing like body movement and stuff. Sadly I can't. I wish I can, but yeah. Yeah, it's like I might take a few break and then continue drawing. I need to finish this drawing by tonight, so I gotta push myself a little bit. I might take medications when I start drawing. I didn't take medication now. I just powering through this thing. Who knows? Maybe I didn't take it on purpose just to give an excuse to just stream shorter today. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay healthy, stay safe. Until next time, stay tuned until next stream. Ooh, the moment I feel like I want to relax, everything come back. Alright. Bye-bye. Where is the thing? Yes, yeah.